guys, welcome back to my channel. Yes, I've been MIA for good 2 weeks. Sorry about that, but I just wanted to come back with a fresh mind, and I just came from a short holiday. I went home to the Philippines because of my high school graduation reunion, and it was sort of unplanned, so I was not able to film in advance like the usual that I do if every time I go on a holiday. So before the October ends, these are all my September currently inked pens. Some are currently still inked, but some are almost finished. So I have 8 pens here. 4 are new pens that I would love to share with you with my first experience with them. And yes, so let's just proceed. And I don't like to make this video so long, so I already placed all the ink names of the pens and then the ink used here. Let's just do the LIP, the level of the ink, the ink behavior, and my ratings, and of course the overall pairing. So my currently ink for September are like coffee themed. So as you can see, the colors that I chose, and some, like if you've seen a salamander green here, because of course coffee leaf, the plant, it still relates. But yeah, mostly it's either the coffee bean, the coffee shade of the bean, or the brewed, and all of these coffee shades. So I love coffee, and of course my pens are, of course, I love brown. So let's just put this aside. That's just for the thumbnail. And yes, we have some real coffee beans here that I just added for some drama. I'm sure some of my viewers here really like how I decor my setup. Shout out to Rob. I'm sure he's one of my fan when it comes to my flat lace. So anyway, the first pen I have here is the Sheaffer VFM coffee in medium nib. So I inked this up with the Smoky Quartz by the Edelstein collection of Pelican. So this is my first Sheaffer, and I really love this. So I don't have to swatch the ink, but it's very close to black on this Tomoe River paper. This is a Tomoe River paper blank, Hobonichi notebook blank. So I just use this as my ink journal. So let's just start with the LIP. So if you're very new to this Sheaffer coffee themed pen, it's almost finished. So I have this already moving around. So I think it's just 1%. I guess since it's a medium nib, and it really writes so smooth with this Pelican ink, Smoky Quartz. And let's just put here 1% for the level. And the ink performance, like I said, it's really very smooth when it comes to the writing, although it dries a little bit longer because of course it's a medium nib. And so far I've had this for around almost 1 year now, and I've seen that the nib, this is a rose gold, or yeah, copper plated, I guess, because where there is the thread here of the nib, it fades out, so it's no longer the same shade as the rose gold, or whatever is this called here, copper bronze color. So yep, the ink level, the ink impressions on how it writes is, I'd give it a 9. Okay, it's a small size nib. I'm not sure if this is a 5, but yes, it is a medium. and I have no problems, no hard starts. This is a magnetic cup, so I really love this, and it's not that expensive. I can bring it out anytime I want. Okay, there is also this detailed here. I think I have already made a video for this for those of you who have followed me. So the performance overall, I'd give it a 10. I was surprised as well for a cheaper version of, I mean the cheapest, I guess, in my lineup here, and it's performing really well. So I'd give it a 10 overall. Next on my pen here, pen case, is the Laban Cambridge 350 in fine nib. I've inked this up with the Tasha jeans series. This is the black color, because the jeans, there's like blue, there's grayish, so I have just chosen the black. By mistake, I thought that this was a waterproof ink, which is not. I tried. I know I have some comments like it is, but no, it's not. So I was just looking to add a black on my lineup, because of course coffee black. So we have here a little bit left, I guess some 2%. I think I've used these pens up until mid-October, up until now, because I've inked less on my October ink pen. So that's the reason why they are very close to finishing up. So again, this is also 2%. Ink performance, I have no problem with the Tasha ink on this Laban nibs. I really love this giant, if I'm not mistaken, 6 Smith nib or back. I have to make sure, but I have no issues, no fading on the nibs of the plated gold there. It's just a steel nib, but it's gold plated. The logo of Laban is there, and really, I really love, and also added on my wish list, the desert version of this. So I hope that it will go on sale, because I am not gonna be able to afford that. It's a little higher price range because it's limited, or yeah, some kind of a different series or what. So I'm gonna rate the ink here 8% on this pen, just because I really don't know if, because it's black, but overall the flow and all, it's really, I have no issues. So it's a good one for me. Performance and pairing overall, I'd give it a 9. Just so again, black, I'm not gonna be able to with Laban, and when you have this pen for so long, I have no issues. So it's a great pen for me. Size wise also, not too big and not too small, and I really like, this is the perfect chunk for me when it comes to long writing. So Laban is technically, like, for me, is a reliable long writing. Like, the ergonomics here is really designed for long writing. And we have a third pen here, which is a new one from, of course, none other than Helen, designed by Helen of the Coffee Monsters Co. Collaboration with the Esterbrook. Yeah, again, this is the coffee themed, so I got some comments that I'm lucky that I have these swirls perfectly like a latte, I mean milk poured in your black coffee. So it really represents the coffee theme, plus of course the icon there of the Coffee Monsters Co. on the nib. Again, Esterbrook STs are always, I have no issues, and this is in fine nib, and of course we are close to 0 ink level. So again, 1%, maybe enough to write our notes here. So it's a little on the beige side, if you are curious, and this pen is quite famous now, and you'll see it everywhere online. So I'm also happy that it's not faded yet, and I feel like it's now engraved somehow, not embossed, that some experience like fading. So this is still okay. And this is not my first ST, by the way. I have 2, so third or fourth, yeah, third. So this is the lip, Again, I don't know, I wrote it so near, but the level is 1%. Ink performance, I inked this up with the Cafe Crema Robert Oster, and oh, finally they're also a match. So this ink behaves really weird on some pens, but with this ST, the Coffee Monster Co., yeah, I will just name it the ST because it's a ST model of Esterbrook, is a good pairing with the Crema. So again, 8%. Sorry, not percent. Why I'm writing percent, but 8 out of 10. So ignore the percent in the previous two pens. And for the pairing, I would rate it again. I have no issues, no scratchiness. It's a fine nib. So to me, if the ink level is up until this much, so meaning I really love it. So it's a 10 for me, 10 out of 10. So look at that shade if you can catch it. There's no ring light here, just pure sunlight. So, and no filters when I'm editing the video. Okay, so that's our third pen. And moving on, another Esterbrook, another new pen. This was kindly gifted to me by the Esterbrook team, and I'm really loving the Tortoise version because I do have the ST full size for this, so it's like a mother and daughter. So this pen is, don't be deceived, it's a pocket pen, but it has the normal nib size there. The nib is fine. Again, if Esterbrook, you will only get hear from me is fine nib. I had a phobia with their extra fine. So let's check on the ink. Again, this is a special converter from them. This is bigger than Kaweco, I suppose, but yeah, ink is again finished for obvious reasons that I'm using it so much, and you have to screw it when you are closing. So this is kind of different pocket pen for me, unlike Kaweco's and my other pocket pens. So let's do the lip. Again, 1% left. This is ink with platinum khaki black. I purposely inked this with a permanent ink. Maybe I'm gonna use the same ink with this because I really wanted to bring this out for sketching, and I need a waterproof ink. So this claims to be waterproof, but I have yet to prove it because I have just sketched and I haven't watercolored it yet. Life happens, busy, but yeah. Ink performance on this one is again 8%. And not percent, 8 out of 10. And the pairing, the overall performance, I'd score it with 8 again. I haven't used it so much, like it's just very new, so I cannot really say immediately 10. I'd be biased, but yeah, overall I love this pen. I just wish though that I had gotten the Raven. This Tortoise is way too common to see everywhere now. I think this is their best selling so far, and the seagrass, yeah. So this is the Tortoise. I had a comment that I move around so much the pens and all. I'm sorry that I'm not aware that you are taking screenshots, but yes, I will try to slow down when moving around the pen when I'm talking about it. So this is the Esterbrook Niblet. Fifth pen we have here is another Esterbrook. This is the Junior Pumpkin Latte Junior JR in fine nib. I have had this, I think I have this for 2 years now, and yes, when the colors or colorways or shades are like this, swirls and whatnot, you will know that I'm getting it. This is my vibe, obviously. And also I've inked this up with Diamine Salamander. I figured I can add a bit of green to all these coffee shades here. So yeah, this has browns to it. I don't really see any green, but somehow there is, like, when light strikes, the logo is here by the way, it's still giving me that green vibe. But yeah, the reason also why I'm checking, because it's been a while I haven't seen my pens, and every time I ink them, that's the only time I am seeing if the golds are faded and whatnot. So yeah, this is our fifth pen, and level is, yep, we have a much 10% here. I guess I was not able to use this much, the green, so I can still use this for October until it's finished. So we have 10% here. And this ink, sorry, this nib is a little bit scratchy on some, like the first time I've used this up. But now with this salamander ink, I think they're a good pair. So I'm gonna rate this as 8 out of 10. And the pairing as well is 8. No, I'd give it a 9 or 10. Yeah, this is the perfect ink for this pen so far. Okay, and 6th here on our pen lineup is a new pen. This is my new acquisition of Benu. It's not the new model. It's been a while. It's part of the OG of Benu's Euphoria line. And this is my Tortoise pen. If you haven't seen my latest video, I filmed this up when I do the unboxing because I really love this. This is together with all those vodka on the rocks. And I just wish that it is gold though. Like this was before they were starting making gold trims. But yeah, this is my Benu Euphoria in fine nib. So you see that it's silver and overall it's gold. You know, that's the only thing that's missing. But yeah, lip. And this is very juicy, guys. I don't know why. So I'm really surprised. This pen is really juicy for a fine nib and the ancient copper ink. I guess the ink is pretty much very wet. And yes, my son is here, so the dog is, you might hear it. And it's also close to finish. I just say it's 1%, so I guess I have a lot of pens to clean, guys. Okay, so let's put this as 1% left here, barely writing. Pairing, of course, I think this is the very best ink pairing that I get. Maybe for some of you, you don't want to really pair your ink color to your ink to your pen body, but it's just me, so that's just my vibe. Feel free to skip. And now we are in the ink performance and whatnot. I'd give this a 9. And for the overall pairing, I think this is a 10. I have a lot of favorites this month because as you can see, autumn, fall colors and plus the nibs are performing well. I will just let you know which one is my least favorite in the end. And second to the last pen here is my Twsbi Cafe Bronze Eco. And this is in medium nib. I have the complete breakfast series. So I played around with the nibs, medium, fine, stub, 1.1, bold. So yeah, this is the medium. And I've inked this up with Autumn Oak, the classic fall ink. So as you can see, this is how it looks. And with Twsbi, obviously we can see the ink. It's a demonstrator pen and we are close to 40%. Okay, still I'm still using this. Yeah, 40. Ink performance, I'd give it a 6 with this medium because sometimes it's just skipping. So I don't know why it's with the nib or with the ink, but that's my observation. And overall the pairing is, yeah, 8. Okay, so I love this ink. It doesn't ghost, but sometimes it bleeds on some paper. So this is my Twsbi Eco. And last but not the least, another new pen from Benu, which is the Northern Gold. And I really love this pen because this is again like my vibe, and it's, I don't know, it's just like very nicely, the flakes are nicely on at the bottom, at the top and the bottom. So another new one, and plus how it's like a creamy drink. Obviously it sits with our collection for this month, which is the coffee. And also this is inked up with Golden Honey Diamine, and perfect again, that orange, yellow orange ink that comes out usually on fall. So this is the lip. I'm gonna just check. For sure there's ink because I don't really write in orange. Oh, surprisingly we have 20% here. So again, this is my first talisman, and so far, size wise, you can post it as well, but there's a little bit of, you know, you can hear. I don't normally post my pen, so yeah, this is my first talisman, and it's too early to tell if it beats up my favorite, the Euphoria line, or the Tribute. So this is again the first few weeks with me, and we have 20% left of ink there. Ink performance, I have no issues. It's an 8 just because it's orange. It's not my day-to-day writer. And performance, pairing, it's a 8 again for me. Okay, maybe I will try another brown ink on this pen. So this is the Benu Talisman in Northern Gold. I think you can also have this in the real 14 karat gold nib if you want to request additional, of course. So looking at my list here, I guess you know which one is my favorite. I will be giving it up to this pen this time. Da-da-da-da, the Sheaffer. I don't know why, but yeah, this is the cheapest here among all these pens, but so far this is my top writer. Smooth, no issues. And by the way, I brought these pens to Philippines, so it's like a 6-hour flight. They were all good, they were not leaking, and I really like this. Maybe it's because of the easy, yeah, I don't have to baby it and I can carry it anywhere. That's one. The good, the bad, and the ugly of fountain pens. Like, you know, you have to take care of them. Unless you don't care and you get scratched, then it's fine, but it's not me. And my least favorite for this month in these categories here, or these pens, is my Twsbi Cafe Bronze in Diamond Oak. I don't know why. The M. I think for Twsbi, I'm good with until fine, but some, maybe for headers, it's okay, but yeah. This is my list. So enough rambling now. That's my September lineup, guys, and the sun again is going down. I will be back with my Pelican Hub video and my what I got from the Pelican Hub. So I just have to feel like this must go up first obviously before October ends. Thank you for sticking around, and I will see you on my next one. Let me know in the comment section what is your favorite among my lineup, or do we have the same lineup for this month. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye.